Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, The Report. It is an Amazon Prime original, or I think an Amazon original, which is cool. Free, even better. Adam Driver, which is kind of cool. Annette is also in it, and basically it's some Senate staffer starts investigating the CIA's post 9/11 detention and interrogation program. So I'm sure there's some torture going on in this, and they were investigating it to find out what's going on, and it has some explosive findings, as the IMDb says. But IMDb 7.2. That's why I'm picking it, because it's the highest rated movie I have on my list that I can see right now. So excuse me, I apologize. I'm excited. Hopefully it's good, and it's based on true events. So it's everything I want. Free, based on true events, high rating. And I'll get into it a little bit more and find out what it's about. Check in every now and again, so you know what I'm watching, and then ultimately what I think. So stick around. Hey everybody, I want to do a quick check-in here. We're watching The Report. We're at the 58-minute, 5-second mark. There's still an hour and 1 minute left. So we're not even at the halfway point so far, but it's very intriguing. I mean, like, I'm sucked in, to be honest with you. So Adam Driver, as we know, plays the investigator who, Harvard grad, and he's investigating the coercion attempts of the CIA after 9/11. So they were catching potential Al-Qaeda members and then ultimately waterboarding them, and doing everything else too, and sleep deprivation, all that kind of stuff. And Annette plays a senator who has tasked Adam Driver's character with investigating all this, and this is, he's fully immersed in trying to figure this out for many years. Got a team, the team dwindles, whatever. He's exposing everything that has happened. However, as you can imagine, with all this, any negative light potentially on CIA or different things like that, is going to hinder his investigation, one, and two, the making it public, coming out with all this information about the CIA and torturing these people. Adam Driver's really good, and Annette I like her in this so far. They're the two main people I think that you have to worry about acting with so far. There's a whole hour left. John Hamm's in it also, but he was only in the beginning. I thought he'd have a little bit more prominent role, and that might come out later. But so far, like I said, it is very interesting, and it's funny. I shouldn't say it's funny. That's not the appropriate term there, but it's interesting to me. So when this actually happened, and they came out, waterboarding we all knew what waterboarding was because of this, because they were torturing prisoners and waterboarding. And I thought to myself, well, torture is not morally correct, I get it, but these people bombed us, took down the Twin Towers and stuff like that. They're terrorists, right? So if it's going to lead to the stopping of more terrorist attacks, why, is it wrong? Maybe they should be treated that way. That kind of thought goes in a lot of people's heads, right? And then you're watching this, and it's kind of on the side of, hey, this is completely wrong, and you kind of feel bad for what's going on here. So it really creates I don't know if it's a moral dilemma, but you understand what I'm saying, like, and maybe everybody just right from go says, hey, this is wrong, and I understand it, but I'm sure there's some people out there who think, hey man, these people are terrorists, and so if we need to do certain things to stop terrorism, that might be okay, but this movie does a great job of making you think, I think, a little bit more of everything that's involved in this, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Alright. So, very, very interesting. I like these kinds of movies, especially based on true stories and about recent history that, happened while I was alive and kind of knew a lot about, but not in this great of detail. So, if you're that kind of person, you might be enjoying this as well. So I'll get back to it here a little bit more. Like I said, there's a whole nother hour yet. And it's like amazing. Like, what else can they do? Like, it's been so thorough already. But we'll see where it goes from here. And if anything interesting happens, I'll check back in. If not, I will see you at the credits and give you my final thoughts. Alright, stick around. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of the report, and I have to say I really did enjoy it a lot. And it's heavily political, as you can imagine, but it's not a political movie. You know what I mean? I mean, it has to do a lot of politics and stuff like that, but it's, I don't know. I think I'm like double speaking here. I mean, just because, you know, what's all involved here. You know, there's Republicans, Democrats, and all that piece of it, but it's not not weighted down in this movie. Let me put it to you that way. So it's there, but it's not over the top political. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but you know, it's not all about that. It's more about the report, the investigation, the report, obviously, and then getting that report out to the public and everything that this guy went through. This Daniel Jones and the senator. You know, and it's really a compelling story. I liked it a lot. I don't follow this stuff that much, you know, so that what makes it even more entertaining for me. It's free as long as you have Amazon Prime, so you gotta love that. And the other piece that I really like, I gotta remember to say this as well, is the fact that they did a 24 reference. Jack Bauer, 24. So I like that aspect of it. But I think Adam Driver, you know, before Star Wars I liked him, but you know, after Star Wars everybody knows who he is. He kind of rose to a little bit higher status after that. I think he does a great job in this movie. Annette Bening I thought was good as well. Everybody I thought played a pretty good role. I mean, like there's you know, like I said, John Hamm's in it. He comes in a little bit later on larger scale. Michael C. Hall is in it, and Jennifer Morrison is also in it. But it is really good. I think it's interesting, and of course at the end they tell us, you know, what kind of has happened since the end of the movie a little bit. I would like to learn more about what happened to Daniel Jones, the guy who wrote the report, and you know, where did he left the committee. I get it, well, the committee was probably over, but what does he do after that? You know, so I find that's the only piece. I also would have liked to see a picture of him, see what he looks like. That's not in here either. So, but very educational, very gripping. I liked it a lot. I think I've said that already, and I think it's worth a watch. I mean, if you're interested in these kinds of things, if you like 24, you might like this. No, it's not really like 24, but it's the investigative side of that. So check it out. I think it's worth the watch for sure. If you like these types of movies that have political undertones but not over the top on politics. That makes sense? Hopefully it does. I don't know. You know what I mean. Anyway, I'm probably in an 8 range on this one. That's how much I liked it. So, alright, that's it for me. That's all I got for you. If you check it out, let me know. Love to hear your thoughts on the movie. And tell your friends about my channel, all that stuff. Hit the like button and tune in again and every other time for Kimmel's Irish Pub.